All right, welcome back to Unravelin Gravelins. So we'll just take a quick minute. If you'll hit subscribe, we're just gonna do a little intro, little background of who we are this time. We've had a couple of requests like, we know we've seen you now. Who the hell are you? So I'll just give a quick shout out. I'm Matt, obviously a Gravelin. I am the father of these two Gravelins. That would be, I almost screwed up. That's Matt Jr. He doesn't like to be called Little Matt anymore.
Don't call me Junior, though, please.
No, I never
That's
would.
Lil Matt.
That's Little Matt.
Yeah, there's only 3 people in the world that can't call me Little Matt, too.
And that's Brandon, my youngest son, who is better known as Baby Jesus because of the hair. I believe his Twitter had the medium that looked all shaved out or colored out, and it was just him with praying symbol and a crown of thorns on his head. So
What?
yeah,
You were Jesus?
Yeah, that was
Baby
my
Jesus.
Forever ago?
for a while. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
just changed not too long ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not paying attention, I guess.
The and so
It was good.
I don't know what else to tell you. We've got a kind of a shady past, but a good past. Personally, I got pregnant at 18. Had a kid, that kid right there across from me in the Pittsburgh. And we should get into the Pittsburgh, how I became a Pittsburgh fan story, just to tell you how stupid this motherfucker is. But
Yeah, listen.
we digress on that for a minute.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
It's
but-
your fault.
Huh? How the hell is it never mind. There is no way you being a Pittsburgh Steeler fan is my fault. Ever.
You ain't heard the story then.
Anyway.
Anyways.
So, but we like to chit-chat, and people have been in our conversation, so we thought, well, we'll try a podcast with them, and we'll just come up with stuff that we just talk about, and we really don't know a lot of shit. We have an opinion on a lot of shit, and that opinion might be wrong at times. And maybe it's wrong so that we get people to, comment on things and tell us what a horrible job we're doing or what a great job we're doing or we believe that shit too or whatever. But basically, we're just a father and 2 sons who will just talk a lot of shit towards each other, with each other, them against me against them, except
Turn that phone off, boy.
you know how it goes.
It was all loud, sorry.
So I guess we can start with the Steelers story and how you became a Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Now remember, I grew up in Northern California. I've been a 49ers fan my entire life. I kind of stumbled into
You grew up in the era.
in the era of Joe Montana, people who think he's the greatest of all time in the Bay Area. I would tend to disagree. He's got more Super Bowls, I guess, than any other quarterback from San Francisco. So if you count Super Bowls, then I guess he is. But he was also the benefactor of West Coast offense. But I'm a 49ers fan. And when I do influence my children into being sports fans, they become San Francisco 49er fans as well, like the young man here.
I tried to be a Rams fan when I was like 9 years old, and they talked so much shit. Oh, now you're a Rams fan? I'm like, shit, I guess I'm a Niner fan.
Because of living here in Missouri, and the Rams were in St.
Yeah.
Louis at the time, and they were doing Greatest Show on Turf. Is that that time about?
Yeah, my friend
Not
was
when he was 9. That was like when I was 9.
Yeah.
like my best friend was a Rams fan. My aunt was a Rams fan.
Oh, okay.
She used to always tease me 40 whiners.
Okay, well, the same aunt was married to a guy that was a Steelers fan.
Right.
And when I was, I don't know, like 5, 6,
4 or 5, yeah, somewhere in that
you know
range.
what I mean? They had a picture of Terry Bradshaw hung up, number 12, from the 70s, you know.
And that's Nanny's favorite team.
Yeah, that is her favorite team, too.
Pretty sure it's her pitcher.
Yeah. But anyways,
Anyways.
he told me that the picture of Terry Bradshaw was him.
So the former uncle told Matt that Terry Bradshaw picture was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was Terry Bradshaw.
Right. That he played.
Yeah, and I was like 5, and I was like, oh, super dope. Like, my uncle is a Steeler, so I like the Steelers. You know, and over time, I've got
Woke up.
like Cordell Stewart jersey. I got the windbreaker that's the Steelers. I got the beanie.
Did you get the Letterman
The
jacket too?
Steelers is how I figured out Santa Claus wasn't real.
Hey, we don't know who's watching this.
Yeah, we do. We click the not for kids button. Well, we'll get back to that though. And then I'm in like second, third grade, and you have to do one of those little book reports. It's like 2 lines on each page, and you like flip through it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So then I did mine over Terry Bradshaw. I was like, oh man, that guy won 4 Super Bowl rings, and I think he went to like 5 or 6 of them. I think. I know that from doing this book report. And then I talked to you about it, and I was like, look, I got this same picture that said Uncle said was him. What's going on here? He's like, all right, well, first off, that guy's a liar. And second of all, you got the hat, the jersey, and the jacket, dude.
You're not switching up.
You're a Steelers fan. I'm not going to go buy you another jersey.
And that's what you enforced on me when Aunt Kim gave me that.
Oh, yeah, because I wasn't allowed to switch over. So I was like,
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
had the
damned.
football. I had the football. She gave me a football. That was the
49ers
Rams.
football?
No,
A
Rams.
Rams.
And I was like, oh, you're a Rams fan? And my friend was. I was like, I kind of like the Rams. And he's like, oh, what? Dad already got you all the clothes.
See?
Because he did have
it's
all
your
this stuff.
fault on the Steelers
Oh,
fan.
so it's my fault that you gained a sense of loyalty. Because now you wouldn't cheer for the 49ers. In fact, you have season tickets.
Hey, that's a goddamn lie. When you guys were playing against the Ravens in that Super Bowl, I wanted you guys to even up with us.
Right.
The enemy, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I didn't want you guys to win. I wanted the Ravens
Who were
to
you playing?
lose.
Wait, yeah. Because that's what I was just about to get to. But who were we playing? And who was your?
He has season
Yeah.
tickets to the Chiefs.
Yeah, because usually the
Do you-
Steelers come there.
Do you ever go to a Chiefs game and root for the Chiefs?
against the Patriots or any AFC North team?
Gotcha.
It's not the Steelers.
Gotcha. So no.
What about when you take us?
Oh,
to
we're
see
the under-
Niners?
We only went to Pittsburgh, didn't we?
Yeah,
No,
we went
Oh,
to
me
Pittsburgh.
and you
We
went. oh,
watched Jimmy G
I
tear
bet.
shit.
Yeah, tore his shit right there, right
Oh,
close
the
to
season
us.
ending.
Right close to us too, like
Like
right in
literally
front of us.
right in front of my fucking face.
He was so disappointed.
Did you have a good game?
Boom. I mean, fucking George Kittle turned out for my fantasy team that game. So
The
Bunch of dinks and dunks. Right?
But yeah, fucking how I figured out Santa Claus wasn't real was fucking this guy took me with him to go get the jersey.
We all used to go to Branson to shop at that Red Roof Mall or whatever it's called.
yeah, in Tanger.
Right, and this is where this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you had to go with someone else. Pretty sure it was Duke, but yeah, you had to go with Duke. And then we went there and got this jersey. I was like, cool, that's cool, man. He's going to get that for Christmas. But then what's laying out there from Santa? The jersey, I was like,
Is that what? How old were you? How old were you?
Oh, we were living in that
yeah.
5-bedroom. I had my own room.
yeah, I was like
How old were you?
third grade.
Third grade.
Something like
I was
9,
8.
10.
The
You were old. I was always young.
So do you think I did it on purpose? So
No,
that
I
we
don't
could
know.
quit doing the
I just
to
think
quit doing the.
there's no way you
No.
purposely did that.
How did you figure out there was no Santa Claus?
I don't know. I had mean older cousins.
Yeah, that's true. They probably got there, and I didn't have to break it to you, but he was getting a bit old, don't you think, to still believe in Santa Claus? Is that wrong that I was?
The parents were the ones still putting this shit
But
out, making me believe
The way we did Santa Claus, I don't know how everybody does Santa Claus. But you were too because like some people don't. Some people say all the gifts are from Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, like you're too proud.
Fuck no.
We got
Fuck
one.
no.
I'm,
Fuck
I'm
no.
too proud to do that. No, like, dude, I got you all the cool shit.
Fuck no.
This is a realist here. He's like, you really think that he can get to everyone in the fucking world?
Yeah, breaking it down.
In
have to
one
go to-
night.
You have to go to 8 houses a second.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think he would have to travel at something in the range to get it done in 24 hours. He would have to travel 21 miles per second in order to deliver
Yeah, wasn't that like the friction light
Yeah.
a reindeer on fire?
Right. It'd go into a sonic boom from takeoff. Oh, there's a whole thing on it that I read it. And from a physics point of view, I just could not stop laughing. But no, if I had to do it all over again, I mean, if you remember growing up, everything about your life, I was like, don't you fucking lie to nobody. You fucking tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. Oh, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Easter Bunny, here comes fucking Tooth Fairy. I did nothing but lie. Is that a good lie to children, though? As a parent, when I'm lying to children about Santa Claus, is that a good thing?
It's not a lie. A lie has intent behind it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, if you're bad, Santa Claus ain't bringing you shit. Is that not intent?
That's like the worst type of punishment ever, though.
Yeah, but
It's like
how does that
emotional.
really happen? Who really does that?
Your grandmother.
Oh. I guess that's where you learn different.
So when I was in fourth grade, we lived in Reno, Nevada, and we lived in these apartments, and it was 2-story townhouse type things, and so you had the front door, and on the above you had a balcony with a sliding glass door. Now this is old school days where you didn't have individualized balconies; you shared a balcony. It's like when you walked up to a motel in the Motel 6, and you went up to the 3rd floor, and there's that long thing. It's just like that, except with the stairs. So your aunt locks me out of the house. I'm livid, but I'm also a squirrely little fucker too. So I go around the back, and I jump up on. So there was 2 buildings that were perpendicular, and I could jump up off the fence and grab onto one, crawl up, jump from one to the other, and then go down to the
I
sliding
think that's
glass
called
door.
parkour.
Yeah, not in the day. It was just a fat kid jumping. I'm just being honest. And so from that point of me jumping on, I jumped onto the balcony of the other building, then jumped across, got to my building, on the 2nd level, walked over to the sliding glass door, and just as I'm getting there, you could see the shades open, and you could see her lock that shit.
Right when you got there.
Right, I mean, I'm one door away. I'm one door away. And so, and I don't know, have you ever known me to have a temper?
Not our bloodline. No.
So when I was that old, 10, 11 years old, I'm going to tell you what, my temper was even worse. I mean, I was just livid she did that. And I just started knocking on the door, and she just opened the curtain and was just fucking taunting me. And so all I did was get madder and madder and madder until finally I just turned around and I just shoved a foot right through that thing, cut my leg, the whole 9, just shatters.
Not like it happens in the movies, huh?
No, there's nothing like that. I mean, there was no
ashtray sitting out there.
No, nothing.
I guess that's back when people
And
smoked
even
inside.
so,
Yeah.
and even so, who cares? That
The
point is
so at this
pissed.
point, it's now 6 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock probably. Your grandmother's working the swing shift. She works from 3 to 11 or whatever it was with swing shift.
You just bleeding.
Just move the poster over.
But I couldn't. But there was no hiding it.
No.
And at this time, our building, the one that I jumped up onto, was the office for the entire complex. And so the people running the complex are sitting outside, probably smoking or talking or showing a building or whatever. And I'm just putting my foot through a sliding glass door. Smash! Next thing you know, my mother gets called out of work to come home. Fucking shit goes down. Shit goes down.
I almost ran away.
And so now she has to replace a sliding glass door. Guess what Matt didn't get that year? Christmas. He was like, sorry, Santa saw that. No.
Well, see, I'd have been all right with that. It's like, so I don't get one present.
Sweet.
Dead, dude. Fuck that one present.
No, Santa Claus.
And Santa
Know
Claus
what I
didn't
know
give
now?
the coolest gift. That's for sure.
No, hell no.
Santa
If I have any advice to any father out
Santa
there.
gave the number 3 gift in our house.
Yeah.
He didn't give the TV or the DVD. He give you DVDs though.
Yeah. Or video games.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger jersey. Like, that's not a toy. After I was putting it all together in my mind.
See,
Like, oh, shit.
you
yeah.
gave me an electric razor for Christmas one time. And it's like,
I did not.
Yo, yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
He had one. Because guess who got to use it? Because it was still there.
I did. I gave it to you.
Well, somebody in your house, I mean, Nathan Dina bought it.
Did you want one?
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that's like not a Christmas present, G. That's just like something you buy. Like Kayleen had to wait.
You know what
for,
I used to get
it's
for
not like Kayleen had to
Christmas?
wait for Christmas to get like leg razors.
You know what I used to get for Christmas? Clothes. You know what I didn't get for back to school? Clothes. The clothes were
you
mine.
just bought them for us at a different time. You still got clothes, it sounds like.
But I didn't get no fucking toys for Christmas.
True.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you,
I can't
boss.
say, I can't argue the fact that he had it rougher than we did.
Yeah, and I think you made sure it was that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Goddamn truth there.
Like,
But that's what-
don't think they had nobody that you over that too.
But that's what parents do, right?
Our
That's
kids
that's
be spoiled like fuck.
that's what parents want to do, make a better life for their children than they had when they were children. That I believe that is the epitome of what parenting is. And if that isn't your goal, then my question is, why are you having kids?
I'd agree. That's what I told my kids. Just like you guys, kind of spoiled. You're like an iPhone away from being spoiled kids.
You got an Android, boy.
Yeah, get that prepaid stuff right now. They still get taken away quite frequently.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not going to keep calling. They put a hold on their account. Don't let them use a phone right now. Your card's up. Yeah.
That's like punishing a kid not by taking their phone, but by taking their charger. But in today's day and age, you can find a charger anywhere. Your friends take it to school. They have those charger packs. I mean, yeah, today, back in your day, though, taking the charger was the thing.
Oh, you took the whole fucking phone.
I don't know. I won
Put this
that.
on my dresser. I dare you to come take it.
Did you say I parented by bullying?
Yeah, a little bit.
I would agree.
I mean, a little bit.
I would say a lot.
It worked.
I mean, like, he probably could have went to jail.
Even today, maybe not in the early aughts.
Well, yeah.
Well,
2020, yeah.
Yeah.
well, what about on?
But he never left us, like, black and blue and shit.
No, but I did get
He
hit with the
fucked us
belt.
up.
You know, I never got hit with the
Punched right
switch or
here.
nothing crazy.
Right above the
In
sternum.
the car? I couldn't even defend myself?
He did that to me when I was beating you up one time. You were losing an NBA 2K or something.
I almost did get a charge for child abuse once. On
no,
Cary
what?
Drive. Do you remember Cary Drive?
Yeah,
Do you remember those-
cul-de-sac thing?
Yeah, and do you remember the kids who used to live
That's why
behind
we
us?
moved, huh?
The 10 or 11-year-old kid that used to live behind
Oh, the
us,
one that was picking on sister.
and you kinda, and
And then the cousins came over.
yeah, and then I was like, well, if you're gonna be a bully at 13 against an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old, I've got an answer, and your cousins are fucking crazy
Yeah, those
too.
are the ones that ruined Santa Claus.
Right.
But
There's
all
a
I did
lot
was
of
all I did was tell the youngest two. I was like, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Since he thinks it's fun when older people pick on younger people, come on over."
Yeah, nobody likes when you bring your pit bulls to a fight.
No, but that mom from behind called the police. Police come out and said, "Can we ask what happened?" I was like, "Hey, look, his cousins wanted to come over. I just had him here by the time I got off the bus, and the kid was bullying him. So they bullied him back because it happens every day." And they were like, "Well, you're supposed to call the cops." I was like,
Why? We handled this without you at work.
I was like,
It's called street justice.
If you'd have gave this a couple days, we would have seen if it worked.
Right?
I was like, but it effectively worked because he knows that there would be a consequence if he continued to do it. He goes, "That's 3rd-degree assault." I went, "For what?" He was like, "You intentionally went and got those boys to come over." I was like, "They can't drive, so it doesn't matter if I bring them over any other day and they see him outside bullying my son and they do it. Am I?" He goes, "Yeah." I went, "Are you shitting me?" So if his cousins are over to visit and he wants to, they go, "Bullshit, you can't pick on my
he
little."
just says, and you don't even know about it, and he just says that to them.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, this motherfucker's bullying me. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
well,
You're bullying,
And
huh?
and this was This was 2000. We're talking 2000, 1999,
Yeah.
something like that.
Y2K era.
Yeah, and now, if that happens, I mean, oh my God, I'm dead. I mean, and that's where the story was going, is just comparatively that basically I can't go over there and whoop the kid's ass. I'm not his father. If it was my kid, I would have whooped his ass because that's what I used to do to y'all.
A couple hits with the belt.
Or fist. I mean, that's just the way it is. You want to bully and pick on older people or younger people, then I'll have an older person pick on you.
Yeah, see, that's why. Luckily, you're grandpa now, or pawpaw.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, but
I get you thrown in jail, boss.
I'm sure it would today.
I don't know, I live out in the country though, so.
Yeah, there's a whole
They
different
can't
set
hear
of
my
rules.
kids scream.
I mean, but even grandkids, I'm way easier on. They get away with a lot more shit at my house.
Preach.
So
dude.
I looked in the fridge. That was the last body armor Remy got, and I said, "The fucking last one? No, we can't have last to nothing.
Yeah, I didn't even take the last thing of cottage cheese.
We couldn't even take the last little thing of milk."
No, you.
That's
couldn't-
a damn lie.
You couldn't leave the last little bit of
You
it.
couldn't
Well, yeah,
leave.
yeah, of course.
You had to if you got a 32 ounce and there was another third cup, you had to drink all that shit. That was a rule. And there was always more milk in the goddamn
never-
fridge than anything. I mean, there'd be a rare day that there would ever be you would drink the last of the milk and then we weren't buying any.
Milk's kind of weird though.
They'd be like, "Go to the fucking store
Huh? Like, we're like one of the
Fuck
only
this store.
animals that drinks the milk
of another animal."
It's kind of weird. I mean, it's delicious.
And it is delicious.
I mean, I'm not going to stop drinking it. But it's
And I'm not
kinda
talking
weird.
that skim milk, all that crap. I go
Give me
whole
the
milk.
yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm on keto diet, so
You don't get none of that shit.
I do because I make sure that I say
All your
11.
carbs for
11 carbs.
8 ounces.
I don't do it all the time, but
Man,
like today,
that would be hard. Like not drinking milk, I think would be easier than drinking 8 ounces.
Yeah.
no.
Because I drink a 30-ounce cup.
No,
No.
You need the 8 ounces.
Yeah, dude, no. I went paleo and you couldn't have it on there.
Like can you do like sour cream? Because you can do like the high fat, right?
Yeah.
So it's good for you.
Yeah. It's actually really good. People lose weight on it like crazy.
Keto?
It is hard to stick to. I'm not disciplined like you though.
Yeah, you're a little more disciplined than both of us when it comes to the health side of it. Because that's your
70%
thing now.
of it.
70% of what? 70% of what?
Losing weight, your nutrition, 30% of it's the working out.
Oh, the activity. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just in anything. If you're trying to bulk, if you're trying to get abs, if you're trying to.
Oh, sorry, we all didn't take this.
You know?
Get the same fucking.
Not all of
degree
us.
You did.
Not all of us
Certificate,
are
whatever.
certified personal trainers. Some of us are just lowly old math teachers.
Some of us ain't even that.
Some of us are just
Alright.
landlords.
Dude, I haven't ate fast food in 31 days.
Whew, good for you.
Man, that's. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good because I do shit like go to the fast food places for Paulina. So I have to drive
And
with
not
that
eat a
shit
French
just talking to me.
So it's not like you just pass by McDonald's. You pass by, get some, put it in the car,
See, because
stink
I'm
it
the kind
up.
of guy like, all right,
And
I could get a
hardest-
bean burrito.
the
I could-
hardest
I could do
part
that.
right now for me is a soda. Seems so good.
Well, because they are.
They're designed
They're
that
not
way.
good for you, but
Oh,
Like
but
I had a fucking, I got this lift box. They just send like supplements and shit.
oh, okay. I got you.
And they sent me this
The
fucking
subscription box.
energy drink. It was only like 1 carb but 5 calories or whatever. It was like a pre-workout drink. And that's what made me crave a soda because it was all bubbly and,
it's fizzy.
shit,
Uh.
carbonated.
Go
I was
drink
like,
a tonic water. Or I think tonic water.
Mineral
is
spirits or
different.
whatever it's
Yeah.
called, like Perrier.
Crystal water or bubbly water.
Perrier.
I just don't like the taste of that stuff.
Club
usually.
soda is what I was looking
Club
for.
soda.
I can't have soda though.
But it's not sugar, not just like carbonated water.
Is
Yeah.
it?
It's terrible.
Well, I mean,
it's
that's
fucking terrible.
You have to
Yeah.
find the right one because your club soda might have sugar, but bubbly
Yeah.
water doesn't. Or,
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I usually that's what I'm saying. I usually don't like it, so I usually stay away.
yeah, I don't like flavored. You give me water or like a soda.
Or soda.
Or like.
Don't give me
Like what I've been
Gatorade.
doing is we get the fucking squeeze things for the girls.
The Milos.
No.
Like
Fucking
Crystal
great
Light
value.
thing.
Yeah, but that
Great
I mean, same idea
Same
though.
thing, yeah.
The squirtable flavors. I'm trying to get a
So-
sponsorship. Damn it! Just go. Yeah.
Great
Milos.
value. What's up?
So, I need
Tropical
them.
punch.
I need them pinto beans.
This podcast can't get Milo. We're getting great value sponsorship.
I know more people like
Great
great
value
value
than
than I
that.
do fucking. What
For real.
Liddy's? Like a fucking mountain man? No.
What's the brand at Aldi's?
Always save.
No, that's not. That's not always. That's the generic.
That's
and-
fucking like fucking
Price cutter.
Price cutter. There you
Yeah,
go.
Always save got some good cookies. Do them peanut butter ones.
Oh,
Dude,
my
let's not
favorite.
talk about that.
Those deluxe ones. You know the deluxe. When you guys were growing up, the deluxe ones, those cheap ass deluxe ones, we used to get like 100
Half
of them
and
for
half.
99 cents or what it is. One side lemon, one side chocolate, or vanilla and chocolate. Man, I
Can't go wrong.
Bro,
ate those.
what I would do for one of those. Dude, this shit's been hard.
I mean, you can't like do
I
like
can't
20
even
push-ups
lie.
for one cookie. Like do a trade-off.
I mean, like,
Maybe when you're not on this 75 hard thing, just like in real life. Like I'm gonna snatch these cookies.
oh, dude, once I'm
I
on
gotta
this
do.
shit, I'm
I
gonna.
gotta do 100 push-ups though.
Here's the thing: 100 push-ups is harder than it sounds.
Well, I mean, just straight. Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
10-10.
Oh, I guess that's true, but
You can do
It still
425s, 520s.
it still sucks.
I mean, I can't do 100 push-ups. So I would.
I mean, if you give me a whole day, I could do 100 push-ups. 'Cause I can get 10
If I
done.
just say, hey, do fucking 100 push-ups in 10 minutes.
I'm probably not
I could
making.
probably do it in 5.
I mean, some people can bang it out at once.
Well, yeah, true.
I'm this big fat fuck.
Dude, I'm down, dude.
What football player never worked out like? Was it Herschel Walker?
I thought it was like Bojack. No, Bo Jackson was huge.
'Cause
I
he's-
don't know. I would assume it was
He
a
just
big
did like
fat
a
guy,
fucking
not
1,000
some-
push-ups,
1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups a day is what he used to do, and then run.
and then I thought 1,000 pull-ups too.
Maybe that
1,000 pull-ups. Fuck.
1,000 pull-ups. So how?
1,000 though? 100.
Now
is
that
a lot.
100. Imagine doing 1,000 pull-ups today,
And then tomorrow.
and then the
And
next
this
day.
a day.
Oh, and push-ups. And
So-
sit-up.
Get the,
Who
get-
wants to be in that kind of shape? I guess football players.
I guess the guy that makes millions of dollars running a football for a living.
To each his own.
Just the amount of dedication that takes, and to do 1,000 every day could.
1,000 anything's a lot. Times 4?
Yeah.
Or is it just a combination of 1,000 of any of those?
No.
Or-
1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups. Now he says 1,000 pull-ups too. May or may not be true, but I know that he would also run a lot.
How long will that take you? You just dedicate, 4 hours just push-ups
Well,
and
Let's see.
sit-ups? Chin-ups?
Let's just do the math. Let's say it takes you 1,000 seconds. You could do one per second for 1,000 straight seconds.
That's still like 10
36. That's 20 minutes if you could do them straight, one every
minutes.
second.
Just boom, just bang 1,000 out.
If it took you 3 seconds to do one,
It's an hour.
it'd take you almost an hour to get it done.
How many think you could do in an hour?
What?
Any of those.
Push-ups?
Sit-ups, chin-ups. No, is
Yeah,
a chin up
you're
and
right, Herschel Walker.
is a chin up and a pull up the same thing?
Yeah.
What?
A chin up and a pull up the same thing?
Okay, so a chin up or a pull up is this. Pull up.
And a
is
chin up is like
and a
this.
Chin up is like this.
Oh, two hands. You still do. I thought this was.
Now, what's
Maybe.
easier to
A
do?
one-handed chin up.
Well-
It honestly just depends.
Depends on where you're stronger at.
Yeah.
Right.
I get you.
But
For the most people,
but
it's probably
usually
pull
a
up.
chin up.
Yeah,
No, because
chin up.
it's you're using your bicep more.
And doing this one's your tricep.
Well, it's more your whole back, you know. But yeah, definitely. Your
No, I
tricep.
don't know. That's what I was guessing.
But a chin up is like, yeah, it's when you're doing it, you're using more of your bicep.
I got you. Either way,
Or
I
arms.
can't do it.
Yeah, and usually people's biceps are stronger. Not
I've
mine.
always
I
been
got-
that fat
I got
kid
better
that
triceps.
can never pass in schools. So you got to hang for 30 seconds. That. I've always been that guy.
When
Yeah,
Even in school when I was in
I had
shape before
never-
the wreck. you
I
know?
had never been good at like the fucking
Pull-ups and chin-ups, I could just
Test.
never.
Fitness test.
Yeah. But motherfucker, like, let's play some football or basketball.
Yeah, let's go put
Let's
it to
run the
use.
mile,
Yeah.
dude. When I was young, I was running the mile good.
Man, I always hated the mile because I was the guy people were like, "Oh, come on, Matt! As soon as you finish, we can go like
I was
play
never
flag
the
football."
fastest. I was never the fastest, but
I was
I
always,
always top two.
for a
was
mile,
always
I
with-
was always up there.
I was always with the
I was
fat
always
girl.
top
with
two.
that.
And I was always good at one lap on the track or more. But when I ran track, I told the coach, I was like, I'm one lap and done. I get too bored running around, and I can't run today because of the same reasons, and that my knees suck. But just running. But back in the day when I was like in 6th grade, they'd have those elementary track days.
Yeah.
And I was one of the top in my class, except there was this kid named Nate. And everybody was like, "Oh, Nate runs fast." And I was new to the school, and I didn't know him. I mean, in 6th grade, I went to 3 different schools. I wound up in Bernie.
Yeah. All you knew was fuck him. I'll beat him.
Yeah. And so,
I'm fast too, motherfucker.
so I get up there, and man, for the first 200 meters, this guy just breaks out, and I'm like, man, this is a pretty good pace. I'm like, he's kind of pushing me a little bit. By the end of the first lap, I was like, what the fuck? And now I was basically within striking distance at 200 meters. I mean, maybe a length. I'm talking about an arm length, maybe two
Yeah, you
arm
could have
lengths.
pushed him over.
Maybe 2 arm lengths. I could have gave it a little gas, knocked him into the fucking infield, no problem. You know what I'm saying? By the time we hit the end of the first lap, he had already run another 40 ahead of me.
So like around the bend,
Yeah, he was already top in the corner when I was hitting the finish line.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So like you're over here. He's over
Yeah,
here.
I mean, it was good.
Third
well,
of the track?
I was on a dirt track though. Those aren't in the middle; those are at the end. So your starting line is here, and your
so more
finish
like
line is a little further, with a dirt track because they weren't meters; they were yards, and so there's 3 1/4 inches more. But when you add that up for 1,500 or 1,720 yards, that's a lot of damn inches. So when you started in the middle of the straightaway. And then when you ran, you would always end right as the turn goes. So the finish line, that's why I said the finish line. The finish line was up a little farther, and he was already at the top and on the back side of that first corner.
You fucking learn something every day, huh?
And so, well, I was like, man, I got to try to catch him. My little legs would not go fast enough. Would not. And if I'm not mistaken, he ran that day like 5:40 or 5:50 is what he ran the mile in.
So you're not turning this story around. I thought it was like, oh,
You thought I was coming back. No.
Yeah.
No. This little fat boy was almost a full lap.
I was like, man, this sounds like you lost.
I think
when did you turn the jets
I
on?
think 300 yards because I had already made that one corner coming up here. There was another straightaway in the back, and I'd barely made this corner. And so basically, when you come off that turn 2, the finish line is over here, and he's crossing the finish line as I'm coming across. And I was ahead of people. I mean, there was a distant third, not quite as distant as me from first, but I mean he lapped people in the mile.
Yeah, you're like, man, I should have pushed this guy over.
Yeah.
Well, I used to lap people in the mile.
4th place.
Maybe not.
5th place, whatever it was. I mean, and but dude just ran. You got to think he was running in 6th grade 75-second quarters.
No, I've
Or
never
less.
been that guy.
Yeah, about 75-second, 73-second quarters. That's
That's
in 6th
insane.
grade. I couldn't run that fast until I was probably a
I
freshman.
wonder what I could do the mile in like today.
I think
Probably sub 7, sub 6:30.
man, I think my boy does it in like 6:15.
Yeah.
I think I could get it in 5:30.
Oh,
What's the record?
like
350.
342 or something like that.
You ain't beating that.
Well, fuck no.
You're not even touching
I just want
that.
to say 5:30. 5.5 minutes. I'm
like
talking
sub
like
si-
a
sub
like a
6 though,
straight
for
track
sure.
on a straight track.
You think you could do sub 6 for sure though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Surely 90 seconds a lap.
I mean, I usually
That's 90
run and
seconds a
jog
lap.
miles
Like,
all
are
the
we
time.
talking
It
like-
takes me like 8
When you were
minutes.
8th grade running the 4x4, I think you ran it.
Yeah, fucking speaking of that, I'll never forget. Fucking, I'm fourth. in
You're
this
the acre,
four-
bro. You're the acre.
In this 4x4, right? Bro, we're getting smoked out by the first dude. Second dude, we're getting lapped. Third dude, I'm like, after everyone goes, they're like, shit. And I'm last, dude. I'm last.
All the other teams finished before he got
I
the baton.
started. But I have this motherfucker
Hurry up!
give me that look, and he says, "You're running as hard as you can. I don't care if you're losing."
Everybody
He gave-
finished the race before he got
And there's me just try hard, fucking running as hard as I can.
Oh,
This fucking guy.
look at his poor heart. He's giving her all she got.
I'm more worried about not fucking running hard and having to fucking walk home.
Oh, you should have seen this. Great day.
Look at him.
Yeah, he had to watch it, dude.
It was
You know how embarrassing that shit
miserable.
was? I swear that last 100, dude, because I was right in the crowd. Everyone's looking just like, they're cheering me on. Like, but I'm just like, as soon as that last 100, man, I'd slow down. He just like has the biggest grin. He's like, see, now it feels good, huh? I'm like, no, bro. Got dead last. Last on the first person. Then I'm pretty sure second lap. First and second place had already done lap.
My cheeks hurt.
And every single one of us is like, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Like, were you guys not good, or are they just that much better?
Well,
They just threw us together one time. They're like, yeah, no one ran the 4x4.
Oh, you guys weren't like trying.
So they were like, it was the last track meet of the season. So they're
who
like,
was?
So I'm
Let's
pretty
not
sure
talk
it
about the
was-
guys that were in it, but it. I promise you, as a father,
let's
father,
just say I only threw.
After that,
No. In track, I only threw.
yeah, he
Shot
didn't run
dead.
anything.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So after that, you just
They were
And I
trying to make
jumped.
points.
Yeah, and I think it was the last tournament
because
where
even
you know,
last gets a point, right?
Yeah. Well, no, top 8.
Yeah, there was only like
Right.
6 of you.
But in a small junior high track meet, then yeah, you scored, so you're part of the
It
team.
was pretty big.
Oh my gosh, that was. I remember
That
that
was a
poor
good
day.
old chuckle over there.
Nothing like when. Oh,
Dead last.
everybody.
Everyone's finished, and my guy still ain't there. And he tells me, "You're running this as hard as you can," and gives me the eye. And so I was like, "This motherfucker would make me walk home."
And that's an hour, 10 minutes, because we're talking about Stratford
Yeah.
to Greenfield at the time.
A little further than that, ain't it?
Yeah, that's our car ride.
Car ride.
You're gonna try.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
And
that.
he said
day.
it
That's a
without
good
even
day.
looking at you.
He tagged me too, dude. You did pretty good. That was a good
That's-
400,
Your
dude.
split was
I
good.
think it was like.
Yeah, he was trying
it
to
was
get
like-
me all talked
you-
up. He's like, everyone's yelling for you, dude. I'm like,
If I'm
from
not
the
mis-
last guy.
If I'm not mistaken, you had never run the 400 meter before
I
that,
didn't
and it was
run
like
nothing.
63. It was like 63.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot better than I'll ever do.
Yeah, it was just a group of guys that like.
Well, and
should
one of
not have
those
been running.
one of those guys was just huge, and I think they put him second. Am I?
Just leave
Yeah. Isn't that right?
I think
He's
it was
not a 400 meter runner by any stretch of the imagination.
because it was.
He may have been
Josh,
first too.
Me, Logan, and Jack.
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I didn't remember who the. That's why.
Oh, that guy for sure is in there.
No,
Yeah.
that don't matter. They don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah, they don't.
Do
But the
they?
people who.
And if they do, they do. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're part of the
We
story, feel
suck.
good. Feel good.
We sucked, bro.
But that is an all-time classic. Trying to make sure you don't piss off your dad episode. Am I right? That's basically what that is, and I mean it's kind of just the way I was the whole time you guys were growing up, and
I was
If
told,
you're
I was
there,
told to
you're in
run
track,
out of
dude.
bounds one time, kind of the same way.
oh, when you were
Yeah, I was in
kindergarten or first
kindergarten,
grade,
yeah.
kindergarten, you were playing on K1 flag football. I remember that, and that little kid, man, You
He
had
needed a W. I get it. I was the star of the show.
by far and
He
away.
needed a W just in life.
By far and away, you were the star of that show, and you let a lot of people score that year, and you were the reason a lot of people scored. But let's get back to this. This little kid, you were probably looking like the Jolly Green Giant to this kid. I mean, you were a big kindergarten kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was everything. I was the football.
and highly athletic because you spent the first 5 years of your life getting beat to hell by me. I mean,
And my cousins.
and then, I mean, every turn, there was just a lot of dudes just pissing you off, and you just got better. And that's kind of how life is. You get better because of the competition you play. And this little kid, I mean, we done what was it, a 6-game season, 7-game season, something like
I
that.
don't know. It was
Something
flag
like that.
football.
Yeah, probably 6.
Yeah, it's probably 6, maybe 7. I
Maybe
don't know.
8.
It was Marshfield, and they had their own little Pee Wee league, and there wasn't a lot of teams, so.
Yeah, what's crazy is Tyler played in that same thing.
The but you're right.
Same fields.
Same field, yeah.
It was you're gonna fucking run down to the 1 and run out of bounds. You're not scoring the touchdown. That's exactly what I told you.
Yep, I had to play fucking out of bounds.
Yeah, I was the
defense
quarterback
one
on
time.
that play, and then I was fucking the left tackle to make sure the kid got in the end zone on the next play. Or, you know, wherever I was.
Yeah.
No, I think I was the center, actually.
I think you were. I mean,
you were a center, so that's what you taught me to do.
you played a lot of everything that year, and that's just because of the versatility that you had. That we just went.
He did it to all
Go there,
of us.
go there, go there. Well, yeah, you too. But that year, and that little kid must have been, I don't know, 22 inches tall. I mean, he wasn't very big at all. I think he's a little bigger than that, but
Yeah.
he might have been
More
over
alive,
2
like
feet.
24.
Yeah, he was a little guy.
He was. But he just was out there every day, and he worked hard, and he was always a good
Trying.
positive. You know, he was always positive. He was never down like he didn't get to touch the ball, but I wanted him to wanted to give him a little taste, a little taste of that end zone. And you were like, all right, Dad, I'll do it. Boom.
I already have 5.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it was a
Got
ton.
4 on my feet and 1 on the hair. Fuck it.
But you were like, all right, here we go.
Do I at least get the assist?
And I thought, and if you would have ran in, I would have never yelled at you, which you didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't know that if you would have.
Like, well, the
Oh
game
no,
is
the
to
same
win.
reason he's like, I gotta put a minute down.
Yeah.
I gotta give this thing my all.
Right. I mean, because I was also heavily on you do your job. If you're carrying the ball, you don't take a knee. You don't do that kind of shit. And that's when I became soft that day in flag football.
Well, nah.
For other people, just had a soft
Yeah.
heart for other
Yeah,
people.
he's also like, we're whooping this team's ass, and he's like, all right, just don't play defense.
You gave the
swatted.
kid a rebound, didn't you?
No, I swatted it, and he's like, timeout! I'm like,
What?
game goes, and he looks at me, and he's like, dude, just go out of bounds on defense. I was telling you not to guard anyone. I'm like,
But you're not gonna shoot it in my face, bro.
okay. Yeah, one time I got busted in the face with the basketball. Nose started bleeding. I was supposed to shoot free throws. And then he's like, move on. Someone else shoot him. Someone else. I'm like, give me 2 minutes.
Let me breathe,
Yeah.
bro. Man,
You're right. I'd probably go to jail nowadays.
man.
Someone else go in. Someone else shoot.
Well, I kind of make you do the same thing that one year that we were playing. It was in the junior high in Marshfield. We were in there playing basketball, and I told you, you're just standing in the middle. You don't go out and guard anybody. Basketball season, which was your worst sport, by the way. You were baseball, football, kind of, and then basketball was just so you didn't have
Stay
to
in shape.
Right. But even in basketball, when you were, I'd tell you the same thing once. I remember once, and it was in the junior high gym in Marshfield, the old junior high.
I was just weird for basketball because it's like I weighed enough to be down low, but I wasn't tall enough. But I was short enough to be outside that I wasn't fast
Shooter,
enough.
dog.
Charles Barkley, 6'4" power forward in the NBA.
I'm 5'10".
But you were 5'9"
That's with
in
sneakers.
kindergarten,
That's with
bro.
sneakers on, dude.
All I'm saying is it does, and I was a center too at 6 foot.
Sometimes I play.
Sometimes
center,
you
I was
just got to
on
understand
6'2".
angles, know how to use big ass, and move people. It's all it takes. I mean, I don't understand
I
how.
mean, for high school, you know.
Well, I mean, Dennis Rodman. I mean, what do you get? 29 in one game, 29 rebounds in an NBA game. And that's just because you're smart and you know how the ball's going to fly off the rim.
Well, yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he'd just spend hours doing that.
Yeah.
In that Bulls documentary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But
He also had a Coors on a Harley. I dig that.
But yeah, I mean, but yeah, I remember. And then you used to play in a 8 and under league in baseball right before the accident happened.
No, I was in like 3rd grade on 4th, 5th grade team, wasn't I? 5th, 6th grade team.
Yeah,
3rd grade and a 5th, 6th grade team. Yeah, I was a shit in baseball.
yeah.
I fucking suck
You were
at
eight
baseball.
years old
I
on
could
an
pitch.
11 and under league.
Yeah, I think that's right. And then I got in trouble, so they made me go back to a shitty league.
Yeah, where you were the star. So I don't know if I got you in trouble just to break you from, because you played in a lot. You played in a very high level baseball atmosphere. And what I should have done is just make you play both leagues like I did him when he played for a higher level.
Get your confidence up in the
fucking
one,
Right.
and then
Well,
bring you back down to reality.
He's
in
right.
the
In
other.
1 year, and I forget, 2nd grade, you played in 4 different leagues. 3rd grade, you played in 4 different teams.
3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th. But,
Because
I
in
mean,
5th we moved.
yeah. Because, like in one league, I just made you play point guard. That's all you were allowed to do, point guard shit. You weren't allowed to play the post. You were obviously, it was a, and I
Boys
don't,
Girls Club.
yeah, it was a lower level group to where his point guard skills could get enhanced because he wasn't a great ball handler, and that's what I wanted to change. And then you played one where you never went to practice. You just showed up and put on a jersey game time, and it was just like park ball.
Because I had basketball every single day.
Yeah. Games 3 times a week and practice once a week.
He did his part. I fucked it all up.
Well, decisions you have to make, I guess.
Well,
But I mean,
he used to wake us up at like 5:30 in the
hey, you want to run up this hill, go lift weights? Not
No,
really. We'll
we
go do
couldn't
it
even
anyway.
ride in the truck.
Yeah, no, you gotta run up Jailhouse Hill, bro.
Then you gotta walk your ass back home too.
Yeah, go take a
'Cause I
shower
got
because you
work.
stink. But Dad, I got a car.
I got the keys.
And the funny thing is, I didn't push you as hard as some parents push their kids. That's a fact.
I'm gonna make my son a quarterback. Though.
All right.
Shit.
Let's just be
Punters-
honest.
punters can make a
Let's
bunch
just
of
be
money.
honest. Do you think that you would have made a better quarterback than you were a tight end? You do? Do you have that scramble ability, or would you have worked on footwork? Because you had good
I
footwork
got good footwork,
in basketball. You did.
which translated to good footwork in
Nah.
football.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah,
I had the best footwork on our team.
I mean, them kids could tackle just by hitting your shoe, let alone doing anything
So-
else.
78-yard touchdown, dog.
You had to, I remember pulling up to one of your games. Touchdown, Brady.
Now-
78 yards, dog. To
Oh.
the house.
Oh,
You
that's
didn't touch
drove
a
that
ball.
year.
Another
Right
time
over the
that
middle.
game.
I remember where I was standing, where you caught it, right in the
Dude,
middle of the
QB
field,
said-
about
QB
45
said,
to
hey,
50.
listen, I'm going to look over here. And I'm going to hit you. I said, I'm going to take it to the house. He said, all right. Because all
pass
week we schemed. That's what we were doing. All goes.
and one hit. Or did a couple of them hit that game? Just, I mean,
I mean,
I'm not
that
for
one,
you.
yeah.
But
I mean, that one did. We fucked shit up until we played Lamar.
yeah,
Oh,
I drove.
Good
I
God.
drove to Lamar to watch that game, and it
Whoo.
was rough.
Rough.
Wasn't it
Jesus.
72
Just to think
to
that was
6
my
or
last
something?
football game I ever played.
Oh.
Man, that does a bad taste in your mouth. Huh?
Mm.
Did your flag football league do any good?
We do all right.
Have you won any of the
No,
tournaments
we
yet?
haven't won them.
Anything close to winning yet?
You got some wins in the
Yeah.
games?
Y'all need a manager. That's what I'm good at. I think, you know,
Need someone to paint the field?
I'll stand over there with some tape and painkillers. That's what I did in high school. No. I'm not the water boy. I'll get him though. Like, get some water over here.
Who was the water boy? Me.
Usually in 8th grade.
You were the ball guy, weren't
Yeah,
ball
I
boy,
was the
weren't
ball
you?
boy, dog.
You were always there.
That's probably a lot funner than the water. Because
Oh,
I was not.
dude.
No, don't ever call me a water. I'm the manager. I'm not a water boy. 8th grader, you need to get over here. Mark, get the guys some water.
Yeah, fucking there.
Yeah, I
Those
used to
were
coach.
the fucking coolest times, dude.
What?
Being ball boy.
When you were little on a big man's team? What seemed to be a big man's team from your
Yeah.
perspective at that time?
That was cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got to pick whoever I wanted. Be the second ball boy with me. Pick different people,
Usually
different
it was
halves.
Wart, wasn't it?
No, dude, it was different people all the time.
Oh, my bad.
The
But usually on away games, it was mostly Jacob.
yeah.
No, the other coaches. Son.
But home games, you can come for a half, yeah.
But
Trade him out at halftime.
but now that you said his name, now you understand why I knew you weren't going to be a quarterback in that.
Well, yeah,
Town.
yeah, true.
Because his dad was the.
That's why I'm saying I'm making my own quarterback.
Well, I mean, if you need help, I know how to train people to be
Point guard.
perfect at things. I mean, do you remember that one game you were playing basketball in high school?
Well, yeah, those that can't do teach, right? And coach, whatever.
You're right. I never made it big
Oh, it's just
in
a cheap
sports,
shot.
bro.
I was just a cheap
You're right. I
laugh.
never made it big in
It
pro
was just
sports.
a cheap. I hit a nerve. I see it.
You didn't hit a nerve, bro. I was just trying to fuck with you. I teach because that's what I always wanted to do.
I said, or coach.
And then I coached because I just got pissed off at your coaches when you guys were little. The little guy coaches just pissed me off. Some dad walks in there and he's like, well, I know how to do this shit. And
Some dad walks in here talking about, I know how to do this shit.
That's a fair statement. That's a fair statement. But I will be honest
I
with
got
you.
credentials. I lost in state in California in Division 4.
No, Division 6.
Out of like 30.
No, 6 divisions.
So he's the smallest.
Yeah, 6 Division 6 here.
Oh, it's backwards.
It's backwards.
Hey, state, buddy.
Hey, but if you only lose, well, now technically we didn't lose state. We lost Northern California.
Oh,
And then there's
Norco
Southern
would play
California.
SoCo?
But for state championships, California is different, and they just select out of 1 and 2. They select 4 teams to play. They select them. It's not that you have a playoff or anything. You basically you play in Northern California or you play in
So
Southern
whoever has the
California.
best PR program gets
Whoever's going to draw the most people to make the most money is basically, look, you got a 10-1 record, you got an 11-0 record. You're a Division 1, which means you're the largest school in California, or you're a Division 2. But we've heard that your stadiums are always fucking packed. We're going to take that guy over the bigger school. And then they would have 4 teams for 1 and 2. There would be 4 teams for 3 and 4, 4 teams for 5 and 6. We were in a contest against Etna. We had a good lead, and then I think it was 21-6, and we lost 22-21.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Because we gave up 2 more touchdowns.
Was your quarterback Matt Ryan by any chance?
No, Dean Baldwin,
Coach Kyle
actually.
Shanahan.
Dean Baldwin. And you know, at the time, I always thought he was just a punk. I liked him. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, ah. Looking back, I think he orchestrated it well. I thought he was now that I've coached high school, I'd take him any day of the week as a coach. Any day of the week. I thought he was a little punk ass one time. You know,
That's because you were a punk ass teenager.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But you know, looking back, the amount of knowledge he had when he played the game was much better. I mean, we were supposed to be average at best. I think we were predicted to go 5 and 4 that year, but you know, we just had a good run. We got good. A couple things fell our way. Blah blah blah. But I never thought I would be a coach. Honestly, I always thought I'd be a high school math teacher because when my teacher kid friends, they always had summers off with their parents. They always had long holidays off with their parents, and that's kind of, I was like, that's what I want for my
Yeah,
family.
That you didn't have. Yeah.
Right. And then I fell into coaching because I just started coaching like
You're that asshole in the bleachers, and you're just like, I just got to be the guy.
Well, because the coach would drive me there. It'd be like, and I was a little biased about you, and I would
Oh
always go.
shit! By me, he was already the coach.
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
no
he was
one
already
else.
used to it.
But
AAU coaches were different.
but if you got 3 minutes to go and you're up or down by 1 or 2 points, your best player better be on the floor. I don't care if it is first or second grade basketball. I don't. You have to learn. Kids have to learn how to play to win. They have to learn how to overcome. They have to learn how to perform. And if they fall short, they need to learn how to deal with that failure.
Yeah.
If you want to call it a failure,
Failure's the best
adversity. Adversity.
Yeah.
We'll call it adversity. We'll call it anything. But we don't do that anymore. We just give
That's
out
why
fucking
we're
trophies.
soft.
Right. We just give out fucking trophies.
Soft.
But and that's how. And because coaches would just be like, "Oh, we got 3 minutes."
Oh
That doesn't mean line change. We ain't playing fucking hockey. This is basketball.
Yeah, there's a lot of basketball left for 3 minutes.
Yeah. And so over time, I was just like, "Nah, to hell with this. I'm doing this shit." I coached you. I coached your sister. I coached your brother. I just coached, and the reason was
He
the other
coached
guys.
me all the way up.
Yeah. Did you ever have a different coach other than me? Except the Stars, you did.
Yeah, like the AAU, and then another team.
The Mavericks,
No, it was the Hornets.
Hornets.
I don't even remember that one. And then I was
I think you were
in and
back and
out,
forth
in and out,
to
yeah.
hospitals
'Cause
across
I
the
remember
nation.
the Stars.
Yeah,
He used to practice at like Hillcrest or something.
Central.
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 Yeah.
That's
It
right.
That's
was
where you
the
learned how to
Stars,
drive.
the-
That's why you remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
yeah.
you learned how to drive in
Right,
Central
yeah.
parking
I
lot. We'd
remember being
take
in the
him.
back like,
What the fuck?
We'd take
this guy
him.
only has one eye.
We would take him to basketball practice, drop his ass off. And what were you, 13 at the time? 14 maybe?
I would say 14.
And we would just sit there and drive in the parking lot.
Because it was.
Pull in here, pull in there, go around this. And the parking lot was big enough. It
because
looked
I
like
was
streets
14
and
freshman.
start, yeah, and stop signs and stuff like that. And so that's where you learned how to drive. That's what we did on that day. Because I didn't coach, I had time to do that.
You know what else I learned how to do at Central? Smoke joints in that parking lot.
How'd you get there to? I mean, why were you there? I know you went to Parkview High School.
Oh yeah, when I would hang out with my friends with cars,
Mm.
that's where we
Wind up.
that side of town. Yeah.
But that's how I fell into coaching, and then I got better at it and better understanding of it, and then
That joke was better in my head.
the
Yeah, he's an assistant coach in high school,
yeah.
but still,
I was
JV coach.
the only thing I was ever a head coach of was junior high basketball. Your 7th grade year?
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess my 8th grade year, I had Weldy.
yeah.
In my freshman year, I had that one coach
I don't remember.
in Niagara.
Yeah, I don't remember his name though.
Oh yeah, me either. I remember his face.
You know how small the world is. You remember when I was playing basketball?
Yeah,
The
when as your junior in high school.
there was that tournament in Miller for basketball,
Uh huh.
and those guys stole all those shoes from that other team.
Right.
That was Niagara. So,
I
like, I
remember
think it
that,
was
yeah.
Go back further down. I think by the time you got to Niagara, like those guys were like seniors.
Yeah. They're Greenfield. Greenfield? Dude, we were. Yeah, it was the seniors. I'll never forget, though, Niagara, that we scored over 100 points.
Really?
Twice.
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 Oh, did you win?
We won one and then lost
He
by
scored over 100 and still lost.
we won one and then we lost by one in the other one.
That's still pretty dope, though.
Yeah.
Now, even
Well-
at Parkview, I didn't. When I was manager there, I didn't see any over 100. It was like 75
I
and
think-
82.
So-
I think we had a 101 to like 90 something.
So you when I grew up
And
in
then
the
we had a 106 to 107 loss.
Oh, that's tough.
I grew up in the run and gun era when it first came out. The Hank Gathers. Our team averaged 87 points a game. We gave up 92, so we didn't win a lot. But but for homecoming that year, we scored
Buckets.
119 points. I think Doug, the guy that went and played JUCO ball afterward, I think he scored like 44 points that night or whatever. But and then Dean, our quarterback from football, was on there, and I think he scored in the high 20s, low 30s or something.
Never the guy I was. I was never the scorer.
Not in basketball.
I think I averaged like 7 points to like.
No, before accident, you averaged a lot more than that.
Well,
In
I'm
junior,
talking about
but
in
when
high
you hit
school.
high school, you're right. You were a little sub 10, I think.
But I was like 7 rebounds, 7
Yeah,
assists.
you were a solid all around player.
Like, if I had the breath to be on the court for 4 more minutes, I'd hit some double doubles.
Right, and that was what I was about to say was you were kind of limited at the time, just on health reasons, and then second of all, that you were the level head on the team. You could calm everybody down, get them in the right spot as well. And then there is that one clip on YouTube on my channel that has you
I'm
doing
for sure going to put that link in this.
I didn't get a single video, you know.
Yeah, you didn't care that time you were on.
I know,
there.
right?
Well, I was the coach when you were growing up. I wasn't.
Oh, we had a different computer. All the stuff was on the other computer.
Right, but I wasn't the one filming. Dina was the one filming. That's why we had that footage. So you don't blame the coach. Blame the stepmom.
I thought you took the video.
Oh, because you'd rent it to the computer before you handed it off to LaSalle, right?
On football, yes.
Yeah.
On football, yes. When I did the film for LaSalle, I would,
And then McKenzie for basketball.
but I didn't do it for McKenzie in basketball.
Well, then how'd you get all the basketball footage? You made a bunch of basketball stuff. Not a bunch, maybe like 5
There's
or
a
6
couple
other ones that wasn't
JBs
me.
on there. There's a couple dunks like with J and
Because then I thought Tyler Rothy got one. For
no,
some weird reason.
no, no.
I got one. I didn't get a video.
That was Ash Grove though, and that was a tip. That wasn't a dunk,
It was a
bro.
dunk.
You
You
dunked
tipped it up and grabbed the rim. He didn't have the ball in his hand when it went through. No,
I don't.
no. Mm-mm.
A better parent would have video evidence. Of this.
Yeah, well, if you guys would have had better parents, you guys
I
probably had a
consider
better
it that.
childhood. But I'm telling you, you were stuck with what you had.
How old were you? What, 16, 17?
17, I think.
17.
So you're like
Because
junior
17,
year,
that means you
junior?
were a junior.
Mhm.
Because 18, you turned 18, and then your
17,
senior
I'd
year
have
in
been
there
a senior,
started.
yeah.
Yeah, that I should have done the math better back then. Because if he wouldn't have had the means to support himself, he'd have still lived with me his senior year of high school.
Get the fuck out of my gym. Get the hell out of my
Bye.
gym. Get the hell out of my gym. Fuck, I got a blunt roll in the car right now, dog. All right.
Smoking. I'm out of here.
I went down there all dramatic the next day. Came and got my 2 pairs of shoes. Put them up. Everyone, peace. And then I had a call from Dad about 10 minutes. Where are you at? I'm like, you never told me to come back.
Didn't say I was welcome to come back.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Didn't
'Cause
say-
that's- hey, you know,
didn't say, hey, you shut the fuck up, you know.
Yeah,
So
you
you
could have
practice.
handled that, huh?
Yeah, I seen him a couple times during the day. But it's whatever. My fault. I'll take the blame.
Yeah, I mean, you're a young man. You had a decision to make. You made it.
That's right. You got to live with it.
Same thing with me dropping out. I probably shouldn't have. But
I think they forced your hand though.
he got what he wanted because I wasn't going to be eligible for basketball.
Right.
Then I'd have been gone by next basketball.
They would have just extended you a semester
Yeah.
because they weren't going to give you any credit for that.
Or I would
semester.
have had to go take 2 summer school classes or something like that. And I wasn't doing that.
I think 3, and that's why you couldn't make it all up in summer school. You would have had to come back, even if it was for 1 or 2 classes to get your high school diploma. And that's why I was just like, hey, why don't we just get you on the GED? You took it before.
See, we're going down the wrong brick road here. It's fucking pissing me off. I'll just open hand slap that guy.
All right, let's change subject before he gets all,
Open hand slap.
before holes start going in the wall and we're moving posters.
We still need to get something back here, don't we?
Yeah, when's the old lady going to fix this up? Come on, man.
I know.
She came in and took the
She's
measurements.
sidelined right now.
What happened?
I mean,
Another
she's not on Facebook.
another story, another time.
I mean, she's posted all over. She got the chicken pox.
Ooh,
She's
chicken pox or
made it
shingles?
public.
Chicken pox.
Oh, ooh, I got mine. Ooh. I tell you, I'll be honest with
So
you.
I'm an expert on them right now.
Yeah,
Cause that's why I was late. Cause I was like, well, the boys got vaccinated and I've had them.
Right.
But I was like, well, she had them at one point too, like when she was a kid.
Yeah, I had them twice.
So I was
too.
like, well, I don't want like the kids to maybe get them again like she did.
I've got them twice. The first time I got them, I was a young kid. Second time I got them, I was a freshman in college, and I got them the week before finals.
Yeah, Mom said you got them same time I did.
Yeah. Well, you got them from me because when I got them, I gave them to you.
What a
Yeah.
fucking shitty dad.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You want to come?
Herd immunity,
You-
bro.
Your baby girl want to come stay the night?
She needs to, bro.
She's probably already
She'll
been
get about 6
vaccinated.
chicken pox and it'll be over.
She's probably already been vaccinated.
No.
She's what, 2? A year and a
Her
half?
mom ain't gonna let that happen.
No, she don't gotta know. You just take the baby. Oh, hey, I let my brother take her. Which brother? Tyler. Oh, okay.
That's no.
Is
She might
that
fucking-
kidnapping in a
She would
sense?
probably slap the shit out of me for doing it with you, but she would fucking probably tie a noose for Tyler.
Man, that's rough, bro. But
Man, just
Yeah,
a
I would.
noose? Man.
I just kidding.
Hey, as long as it's the 12, not
She
in the
would
14,
kill
the
me
13.
some way, somehow. If I was like, yeah, I just let Tyler take her. She'd be like,
The mom's there.
I mean, it's okay if you just go drop her off with Dina anytime, right? She wouldn't even bat an eye.
yeah,
But one of your brothers,
like you? No, him. I'm sure it would be okay.
be okay with Matt
Right now, at this time, no.
with chicken pox? Yeah,
No.
and definitely not
there's only
Tyler.
like 36 people in the
But Tyler.
state this year.
she'd be like, Tyler's only getting her to try to get some pussy.
Well, yeah, that's the
he
only
is not
reason.
paying attention to her,
It's always a dick baby.
even though Tyler's pretty good with kids.
Tyler's probably better with kids than me.
Yeah,
Probably.
He had.
Because he's
He had all
he's dealt with all
our
the
big
little
cousins'
cousins.
kids.
He dealt with all the little cousins.
Because your mom,
You know
your mom
that-
is a
You know
babysitting
that
fool.
they're not our second cousins.
Like our
They're
cousins
our first
once
cousin
removed.
once removed.
Because like
That's
dad's
crazy.
cousins are our second cousins.
Yeah.
What? Wait, we're not getting into genealogy here, are we? Because that's not what this is. This isn't a 23andMe. This is an Ancestry.com. What are we doing? I'm my own grandpa. There was a song called that.
Oh, there's that Ralphie May joke. He was born in Arkansas, raised in Texas. He's his own cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. R.I.P.
Yeah. You got a blue check mark to follow you. You got a couple, though. But he
gave me $100 because the boys were in Boy Scouts at this time, and we had got backstage. Me and the wife were backstage to. No, we had like dinner with him, but not like intimate dinner. Like
You weren't sitting at the same table. You were sitting in the same
no,
room.
but he was like right there.
Yeah.
You know, there's like let's just call it 20 people,
Gotcha.
10 couples. He was saying something. I was like, "Oh shit! You know, my kids are in the Boy Scouts." He's like, well, "Here's $100. Let me get some popcorn." So then I messaged him on Twitter because it's the only way I knew how to get hold of him. He calls booking agent. Oh yeah, he gave me $100 for I sent his popcorn. I wasn't doing that. Just message him on Twitter, and he was like, "Buy him a tent." So they ain't going camping, dude. He said, "I don't know, just go spend it on him." Like, all right, I'll take him to the movies and dinner. That works.
That's dope.
So,
I was high when I said that.
So can I ask a question? Do you think without Burns, you don't get as close to Ralphie May? Do you think that had something to do with it?
Well, I guess the only correct answer is without Burns, my life is in a total different trajectory.
Yep.
Maybe I don't like Ralphie May if I'm not burnt. I didn't hear Ralphie May when I wasn't burnt.
I don't know. I love comedy,
That's
though.
deep.
But you know what I mean? I don't ever
That's
never listen to
deep.
Ralphie May without having burn scars. But that's about the time we found him.
Right.
And who knows?
We spent a lot more time indoors watching shit like that.
We spent a lot more time trying to laugh through
Right.
some of the hardships.
Pain.
Through the
Pain for you,
dog,
yeah.
Pain.
I mean, we've always discounted your injuries in the whole thing. Do you know that? Because his injuries were so bad, we were like,
Well,
this
as
motherfucker's fine.
expected.
This motherfucker's fine.
As expected.
Yeah, this guy got burnt. I'm a burnt guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, does that make
Yep.
any sense
Yep.
to you guys?
Yeah, because I
Total.
have a burn too.
Total.
Wait, somewhere.
I mean, I burnt myself. I lit a cigar out on my arm one time.
By accident or on purpose trying to be macho as shit?
I was by myself. I just
Oh,
wanna
so
see
that's
what
accident.
Want to see what it felt like.
Oh, dumbass.
It's like, oh, this is what it felt like all over my body. I'm glad I was in a coma. Fuck that, dude. I still got the little scar right there. You
Oh,
know,
like a
this-
little Swisher Sweet?
Oh yeah, I wasn't fucking putting out a big extensive
You
cigar.
One of them.
Yes,
Like Matt fucking got the fucking
he branded himself.
with the fucking cowboy spatula.
Yeah. You don't know about this?
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about
And
now.
now he
Oh.
has a tattoo over it.
Cousin Matt,
Okay.
he branded himself. He got like
The spatula.
you know how like there's NFL statulas with your team logo.
Oh, gotcha. Dallas.
Got that fucking real hot.
Dallas.
And so now, if you ever look and you see the fucking
It's-
star he's got on his forearm, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It was on his forearm.
Because that's the only place you could really like.
Man. Whew. I don't like Pittsburgh that much. I ain't branded them on me.
And
See,
then it
now,
looks so
I
bad,
wanna
he finally
get-
just got it tattooed over.
I want to get like a tin-up girl as a Steelers jersey on.
I just want to get tatted up.
See, I've committed this one arm
Right.
because I know.
Sleeve or just
Yeah, I mean 2 or 3 big pieces and maybe fill it in as I go. But this is all I get because the rest of it has the
My arms and my
Yeah.
chest.
skin donor sites and.
right. You're kind of limited in case.
So I mean, because I got the big piece on my forearm,
Mhm.
and then I was thinking about something up here.
A little up.
You know, or maybe something in here.
I see a lot of
But
people
I don't
with
know.
this right here. The tricep.
See, but
Covered.
I don't know. My wife and my sister got shit here, and you ever fucking
Yeah.
pinched right there?
No,
It
no, no.
hurt.
I get you.
You need to just get a muscle, dog.
Which is hurtful.
Which it hurts more,
That
dude.
dense
Yeah.
muscle with the.
You know what didn't hurt? I thought the edge of the burns was gonna hurt a lot more. It hurt. I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah, everyone said, "Oh, that's probably gonna hurt right there." It didn't hurt at all.
I heard anything that's really close to the bone hurts.
Like that's what I was gonna say. Right here on my wrist, there's like not a lot.
Right.
This
So
is all
right
muscle
there,
right
and
here.
then up here where it was like on my
Elbow.
elbow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've heard people like shins.
Oh fuck, dude. I just
Uh,
want right here. Bro.
I just can't believe people with
Maybe
up
on my
here.
back.
I mean, they're nothing.
Yeah. Once you get a face tattoo, there's no going back.
Yeah.
You
like,
bona fide
my-
with a fucking.
My thing is, don't have a tattoo anywhere you can't be covered up by a suit. You know what I mean? So there's like no neck, no face. I'm kind of against hand tattoos.
Yeah, especially when girls do the stupid shapes on their fingers. Like the fuck, Medusa, are you doing?
Medusa was the snake.
Hey, but
with
those
the-
were.
Yeah, it turned motherfuckers into stone when she looked,
Yeah.
looked in their eye.
The
You know, the mythology.
I don't know. I mean,
but
the weird part is I don't have one tattoo. I'm not a real fan because of most of my family had dirty tattoos from prison. So a lot of the tattoos I saw growing up were on my family, and they were mostly prison tats.
Well,
Now-
I'm going to interject real quick. I don't consider this tattoo. I consider this art.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
This wasn't some $100 piece some guy from Special
No,
did.
you
This
paid
is
a pretty penny.
$2,500.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Big name guy.
my point is that, and so I never wanted those tattoos. Well, I just went with that whole thing growing up. I just did not want tattoos. Then
He's a pretty straight laced guy.
Kayleen got a couple. You got one. You got a couple. I think Kayleen actually
He
has
got,
9.
he got one before I did.
Yeah.
I think he was
I
like,
was
he was still in
17.
high school.
The-
it was some cousin we had
and-
with a prison gun.
And
you bought him the gun. It wasn't
Yeah.
a prison
No,
gun.
no. I bought him the clean needles.
That's how we learned.
I bought him the clean needles and the clean ink
right,
because I'm not going to disparage nobody.
but
I didn't trust the
and
needle
so
he had.
and so it's not that I hate tattoos, and I've seen a lot of people with tattoos, and there's some that I prefer over others. Or I guess that's wrong. There's some that I'm like, why do we do that? And to each his
Cross
own.
right here.
I just think a
Random shit on the
like
face.
Post Malone always tired.
Yeah, but there was one funny one where the guy had an eyeball tattooed here. So when he shaved his head, an eye popped out. And over time, it just grew over. And then he'd shave it, and there'd be an eye that come out of the back of his head, so he could tell something, about his kids or something. Look, I do have eyes in the back of my. So for some of the comedic ones, I'm okay with it. But
I just think they have to have a purpose,
you mean they have to have a meaning?
Yeah. I mean, purpose.
Yeah.
See, I like well placed tattoos.
Me too.
Like you're right. Like maybe it doesn't. I don't like it on your face. Then maybe it would look good on your bicep,
Or your breast, or
your side,
or your.
Well, usually I think face tattoos are just like
you gave up, or you've made it.
Yeah.
They're complete
One of the two
Yeah.
times.
They're
Yeah.
completely complete opposite ends of that.
The guy trying to
Forever.
climb the ladder is not putting one on the face. The guy that does not climb the ladder puts one there, and the one that's
quit
at the
trying
top.
to climb, or you've already made it to the top.
Right. I would believe that to be true.
What does that say we've done? 50 minutes?
1 hour 15.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna cut this out, and we'll just bring it down now.
No, fucking leave it in. It's not like 20 seconds.
But yeah, tattoos don't really bother me. I mean, I've seen some that are questionable, and you were talking about the shapes on the fingers. I don't really mind those, but I don't have any. So so I must.
Well, I mean, to each their own. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
But
at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I just assume I'm going to end up in court again at some point. Judge sees a bunch of tattoos.
yeah, but if you have
highly
4 of those
identifiable.
tattoos showing, he's not gonna say nothing.
Well, no, because I'm in a suit, so my tattoos don't show.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hence, the hands is
once
what
you
you were
start
talking
doing
about.
the
I lost track of what we were
your
talking about.
face and your
Yeah.
neck.
And I think
That's where I draw the line for me. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
nobody
anyone
That's
else.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
if you want to be bald and
Yeah,
fucking blue,
I'm
alright.
libertarian. Do what you want to do with them.
see, I'm just talking me personally.
Yeah.
And I've seen ugly tattoos. Don't get me wrong, and stuff like yours is real clean. Yours has real meaning. You know what I'm saying? And so, to me, those make sense. But some of the ones I grew up with are just kind
Yeah.
of nasty ass prison tats.
Yeah. The naked chicks.
And not even good. I mean, they fade.
They look fuzzy.
Yeah, they look fuzzy because they partially fade on part of it, but not the other part. And you're looking at one's dark, well, not dark black, but black, and the other one's light gray. And you're like, how can you even see that shit? But that's just that quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, your arm is high quality.
12 hours.
Yeah. In New York City. In the 14th floor or something like that of the.
No, nothing like that.
I thought that when you stayed at the hotel that you were.
Oh, that's maybe his.
The hotel room where you stayed when you went to New York, and then part of your day.
Not this trip, but on the 2 other trips when I went, because I just went to get the tattoo shop.
Gotcha.
And the other 2 trips, I stayed at
Gotcha.
the Westin. 50
what
something,
other one?
50 something. No, I'll say that.
50
Westin
stories. Yeah.
50 stories
Oh, I
up,
thought you
overlooking
stayed
Central Park.
Right.
Baller shit. you know that little girl, or that picture of that
Yeah.
bull. Then they put that little girl up in front of it. Yeah, that's right where I stayed. I was 50 stories up.
That's funny.
No cap.
I drove by the Friends Fountain on a fucking horse, drinking champagne.
Balling, dog.
I mean, you've traveled to
It was a
Europe.
fun time.
You've
I wasn't old
traveled-
enough to get into the strip club yet, though.
But you've been to Europe, right? You've done travel.
Yep, then to Europe.
You've been to Europe.
I've been to South America.
I've been to Tijuana once.
I've been to Mexico.
You've been to the
I've been
Caribbean and
Caribbean.
yeah. You've been to Mexico too,
Twice.
right?
Mediterranean.
I've been like fucking
Up in Iceland.
deep in the fucking.
We were walking.
Deep in
we
the
were walking
island.
up like Aztec ruins and shit.
No, I'm talking about in Jamaica. We were deep
Oh.
in the island, bro.
Oh,
You remember that picture? How we took those?
sticking in patois and shit.
Dude, they were fucking.
Questionable if you were getting out or
Bro, they're trying to get us all fucked up. They got my buddy all fucked up. They didn't get me all fucked up. They're like, you handle your shit well. They would fucking put tobacco in their weed.
Oh, like a split.
So I wasn't even inhaling it. And they were giving us some liquor. I wasn't really drinking it.
Man,
I didn't feel 100% comfortable.
Yeah.
And one dude kept telling me, "You're fine, man. You're fine. Calm down. Calm down." I'm like, honestly, bro, what's freaking me out is you're telling me to calm down.
yeah. That usually
It
gets me
feels
not
like
calmed
a
down.
setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
I've
have.
And
been set up. I
I'm
felt
telling
just
the
like
old
this.
boy, I'm like, that brought us there. I'm like, you're gonna have to take it back. And he's like, oh, my cousin has my car. I'm like, tell him to come back.
Yeah,
In the
It's
middle of
starting to
Jamaica.
get dark.
I need to go home right now.
He's like, all right. But yeah, we made it back safe and sound.
I've never had the desire to really travel. Probably because I've never really had the money.
Probably the
to travel.
sketchiest time of my life. Sorry to cut you off. But it was
Oh.
probably, it was.
The times you went to.
Then we
Jamaica?
stopped at this club. I was like, no, man, we need to go home. We need to go back to the hotel.
When,
Now.
when me and the wife were in Athens, we were just walking around, and this guy had put bracelets on some people, but not other people, and they wanted to put bracelets on us. And I just felt like that was like a mark. Like, these guys will be easy to get. I turned around and threw that shit away. Because at first he was like, I want to give you guys something. He put the bracelets on us. Prayed with us or, whatever. I was like, all right. Hey, those are going to be $5.
Bro,
He said these were
when I was
free.
in Italy, dude.
He said, oh, no, these are like a $5 donation.
Uh,
I was like, no, if you're trying to get some money out of this is a price.
Dude, I'm in Italy, and dude comes up to me and just fixes my face right to the side view. And I'm like, he's like, just stay there. And he's like, cut up this badass thing. And,
It was your profile?
yeah, and then it turned, and then those looked cool as fuck. And he's like, $40. I said, dude, you came up to me. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, you just got to throw this away
I'm not
now.
doing it. I'm like, no, I'm not paying. Like, you can keep it, dude. That's cool. That is cool as fuck. Let me take a
It's
picture.
a cool party trick.
And then literally someone else that went with me on the trip was like, oh, I'm buying it. I'm like, thanks.
I'm
I
still
felt
not-
bad and I gave him half. But
damn.
I wasn't buying it. 40? 20. Okay, bro. Okay. 40?
Hey, you guys keep talking. I gotta go to the
Shitting me?
bathroom.
The that's worse than if who'd have just let it fucking
Yeah.
run. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just never really had a desire to go, and someone told me once, well, you really never had a desire because you never really had the money, because we all went to Florida that one time, went all to Disney World and everything, and I had a good time, and he was like, you'd like going anywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, well, with the right people, that's true, but I mean, like, he was also
Yeah, you
he was
should.
a teacher down in
Let's
Florida
go to
that
fucking
was
Jamaica.
just a good guy.
Jamaica's a cool.
Was a math teacher, got a job as a psych teacher, because that's what he wanted to do. He was certified in math and psychology, got an AP psych job. But he was just telling me, he goes, oh, man, if you like doing that, then going out of the country, you'd love. I was like, well, he's like, if you take the right people, anywhere's fun. And I'm like, well, that's got to be true. I mean, with anything in life. I mean, if you go to Walt Disney World with a terrible person, you're probably not going to have any fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying, if you go to Disney World, as a parent, fucking sucks.
oh, man. I remember going to...
Fucking sucks. I remember going to Disneyland.
11-year-olds, 10-year-olds.
That's on. That's not on. But yeah. My kids are all hold me.
Well, you're...
We did walk like 21 miles. Though.
Well, I mean, and I'm not trying
They were like 6 and 8 though.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were like 5 and 8 and shit like that. Is that right? Because that was
I think they
2
were
years
6
ago,
and 9.
almost 3 years ago now.
I can't remember. All I know is like it was fun, of course.
Yeah. Oh man, but when
But
it got
the
dark
lines, man, I fucking hate waiting them fucking lines. How long? Hour and a half. How long we sit in that Avatar?
there, oh, forever.
3 hours?
Like 3-4 hours.
Yeah. The
Scare the shit out yourself.
the hardest
So
part of
fun though, that Avatar ride.
That was cool. I don't like roller coasters,
Man,
but I like that.
You didn't even go. You had the grandkids.
I like-
yeah, we were
like sucked our dicks like onto this thing, dude.
Oh, it's
It was dope as shit.
The
You're riding a dinosaur.
You
or
can
a
feel it
fucking
breathe
dragon.
and fucking water splash at you and fucking wind blow.
yeah, it would have been nice if we would, but we didn't go to ride
watch
rides.
Lion King.
I had my kids with
Yeah,
me.
and all the little kids loved it.
Aubrey was pissed.
Yeah,
Aubrey's like, I should have been able to write that.
I don't think she's big enough yet, was she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Was she?
Yeah.
But that whole we got to be fair to both of them, and Remy
yeah,
wasn't. Well,
that's mom's has to be everything's fair.
yeah. No, hey, maybe you need a growth
But
spurt.
then
Sorry.
we went to what's it called?
Animal Kingdom?
No, we went to Knott's Berry Farm in California.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
And
cool.
there was a couple rides Remy couldn't ride that Aubrey could, and
Yeah,
Mom
Aubrey
was
went
like-
with us for a little bit because we
Yeah.
wouldn't ride roller coasters.
yeah.
But that's what happens to the older child with the younger child.
Shit, I like that my kids are older, man.
Well, they're
Couple
cool.
years, they're going to be driving me home.
Well,
Hey,
and
come pick me up, brother.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite time of your guys' life was about the time you hit 12, 13, somewhere right in there. You guys transitioned from little little men or little boys to little assholes, and I was happy.
That's where I'm at right now. 13.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great time to because that's the transition. It's basically about somewhere in 6th grade before they go to 7th grade where that transition is. And I know yours just now went to 8th grade, but basically same thing. It's that transition
They're having
They-
another
they-
transition.
where
right
where
now.
they stop
That's
trying
the
to
high
be
school.
little boys and they're like, okay, now I got to learn how to be a man type thing. And that's the fun part about boys.
Yeah, because they're 13, so they're just starting to get innuendo and stuff.
Yeah.
Starting to like understand everything. Like,
Yeah, it's so funny. I said, that's what she said. Like, I think it was 2 Christmases ago. And they both looked at me. I was like, oh, you get it now. Yes.
oh, dude, it's come so much more.
I bet.
It's just like some stuff is like, oh, I can't say that,
Because now they know what I'm talking about.
or I don't want them to know
mom's
what
right
I
over
mean
there.
yet.
Yeah.
Because it's like if they know what something means, it's one thing, but to like
Teach him
Teach 'em.
something.
teach them's a different thing, you know.
I don't know. I didn't give a shit when y'all were growing up.
Because you know what,
No. Dude, I was calling people fuck nuts since 8th grade. Because that same fucking track meet we were talking about earlier, this dude wouldn't get over, let us off the thing. He's like, get over, you fuck nut.
like the on rail.
Yeah. I call people fuck nut forever.
Hey, it's all good.
Anyway, with that said,
Yeah.
I think that we'll just kind of bring this to a close now. If you watched so far and now you're into it for as long as you are, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button? That'd be delightful. Hit the subscribe button. That would be delightful. And if you want to leave a comment, we'll probably ignore it. But
Go Steelers.
oh,
Bang,
shit.
bang, not a gang, motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit starts tomorrow too.
Tomorrow.
Fuck
tomorrow.
the Chiefs, dog.
I mean,
But they're
we
probably
were,
going to win.
we were trying to wrap it up, but I want to talk a little football.
No,
Yeah.
we're not talking football, boys.
Oh, what do you got to go home or something?
Yeah. We'll get to football next week when we are into week
When you
1.
already know your team's lost.
Yeah, that'll be a great time. I'm a
To
San
the
Francisco
fucking
49ers.
Cardinals? Are you fucking
We are
kidding me?
not losing to the fucking
You
You
guys
Cardinals.
better,
knew.
you better
Not-
step it up and step. You better
Look,
step
see?
it up.
Do you
bro.
see the
Did you
rage?
even-
We are not.
I got 200 on the Cardinals.
You dumbass. What are they?
100, 200. Boom, let's go. Put it up.
All right.
I'm not betting. That's too rich for my blood. I ain't got no money. I'm poor ass man. I'm poor. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you next week, and we're going to talk a little football next week because the season will have started.
And
the
a little
49ers,
basketball.
the 49ers will be 1-0. The Steelers will be 0-1.
And
So
the
it's
Lakers are
going
going
to
to go off in 5.
Oh, they're taking it in 5, huh?
Mhm.
Over
We'll
the
see.
Rockets?
Yeah.
All right,
I will see you
All
next
right,
week.
we're out.
next week.